All right, so today I wanted to talk about facing roadblocks, man. When life throws basically things in your way, challenges, and you have to figure out how to overcome them. And this shit is so not easy, it's unbelievable. And for those of you that don't know, I have been working very hard and very tirelessly to be able to achieve a more happy life and to be able to achieve a more successful frame of mind emotionally and spiritually and kind of just mentally, right? Mentally trying to kind of build some positive thoughts and build some positive mindsets. And I feel like for me, I'm super driven and super so that's not hard, right? To get things done, to be goal oriented and to accomplish tasks. That's not so much of a struggle for me. I think the struggle comes in at the point in which maybe with relationships and being comfortable being by myself and finding happiness and joy, right? As sad as that is, I think there is a very genuine struggle in that aspect. I think it's very, very challenging for me to be able to deal with certain challenges and to be able to deal with certain negative aspects of things and be okay with it, right? And to be able to kind of grow from some of those things. I don't know how to do that super well, and so I've been working really hard on being able to be yo, I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with what I have going on. I'm comfortable with life and my life, and I'm comfortable doing my own thing. And it's hard because dude, I'm so social, and I enjoy being around others that when that's not something that I get, when that's not something I have, it makes me feel sad. And then the other side is you have to work on yourself, and you have to be able to grow and be better in your own version of life. And so there's this constant battle of trying to be content with me and trying to enjoy relationships. And personally, I want to get married and I want to have kids. That's something I want to achieve. And dude, I've never in my entire life felt so much further from that, right? And that sucks. That's a big goal. And even with doing YouTube and career wise, it feels lost. It feels like a lot of the things that I thought were really comfortable and that I thought were gonna be things in my life that I was just gonna achieve and things were gonna go well. Um are so far away or feel really, really distant and feel like there is no sign of what direction that this is going to go, and that am I going to be good? Am I going to have the things that I want to have? And yeah, so I don't know. I think life will throw things in your way where you're yo, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Life feels good, to just oh shit, all right, I got you. I have no idea. This is a bit of a struggle. This is something I'm not comfortable with. This is something that I don't want at all through life. And you're kind of stopping me. And it's and I don't know, I think the more you learn and the more you're going in a positive track, the more it might feel a little difficult, right? When you're making change, and this is where I think I'm really at. And we'll take something from the Bible or from the Christianity side of things or whatever. I don't know. I'm not super religious, but the idea that as you make progress or as you get closer to God, the devil will come into your life and make things more difficult, right? And whether you believe or you don't believe, in the sense that when you are making progress through life and you are going into a direction that you want to go in, sometimes it will feel like it's harder and it's a bad direction and you shouldn't go that way. However, I feel like the last 3 weeks, I've never been more happy. And this last week has been not the most unhappy I've felt, but just challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge, where it's just this constant feeling of just like one step forward, two steps backwards, one step forward, two steps backwards. And you're like, is this the way to go? Like, it felt good for a little while and now it feels negative, but I'm trying to do the right shit. Like, I'm trying to do the right thing. Is this just not the right thing? Am I wasting my time doing this? Is there a struggle in the way that I'm going about doing things? Like, am I far off? Am I making um bad decisions that are leading to negative consequences, or am I making good decisions that happen just to be like falling apart a little bit? Like, I don't know, it's hard to say. And for me, I personally believe I'm trying to go down a positive track. And like, I don't know, I think there's always struggles. Like, I've been talking to a girl who is just like really not good for me at all. And like, I was talking to her for a little while and we kind of stopped talking, and she will continue to talk to me, and then I might like go back to talking to her for a little bit. And it's like that for sure is like never really a good idea, like especially if you know you're not going to move forward with that person. Like, it's probably a good idea just to not even waste your time doing those things. So there's definitely aspects of me that are doing the wrong shit, that are just like making poor choices, that are doing the bad shit, I guess. And I don't know, man, you got to learn. And it's maybe not, it's just, I think like it's just so not linear. Like, it's just, it comes ups and downs, right? It ebbs and flows. It has waves where things will go well for a while and then they'll fall apart a little bit. And then I think it's up to us to like continue to move forward, and just to like feel in our heart a little bit too, and feel in your gut. Like, I think that's something that's a little underrated, that I think everybody needs to use, right? In sports, in school, in life, in anything, right? Like, that gut feeling is typically like fairly positive, and it works fairly well. When you feel something is bad, maybe it's not always bad, but if you just trust it, you avoid that situation. If in your gut you're like, I feel like this is right, I feel like this is my calling, I feel like this is what I should be doing, then you should trust that. So I think when life puts roadblocks in your way, I think number one, if you really do genuinely feel like you're moving in a good direction or you're making change and it's just hard, keep making that change. Keep going in that way. Keep feeling that feeling, and push through. If you feel something in your gut and some intuition inside of you that's saying you shouldn't do something or you should avoid doing that, it's okay if you make a mistake, or if you do something anyway. Like, you talk to the girl, you talk to the guy, you do something. Maybe just recognize it and then like fix it, right? Like, maybe we make a mistake. Let's not make the same mistake over and over again though. So if you do something a little silly, let's just realize that maybe that wasn't positive, and then go about it in a way that you can move into a more positive direction, and you can move out of that situation, because it's probably not good, and you probably don't want to keep going down that route. So I guess that's it. When you have roadblocks and you have things that struggle, just kind of keep moving forward, keep kind of believing in the journey, fall into line. And if you make a mistake or you do something that you regret, or wish you hadn't done, maybe just try and correct it, and then keep moving down that forward path. Because it's hard, man. Life will throw shit at you where you're just like, I fucking hate everything. Like, I don't care. I don't like anything. It doesn't matter what direction I go. Like, shit is just negative, and you're gonna carry that with you, and it's just ultimately gonna be fucked. So I don't know. I feel like I have so much work to do, and so much growth to make. So stick with me and we'll see how things kind of unfold over time.